But my point, Hazard ain't top 10. He's a baller.
I think he can squeeze into a top 10. What about the other genders?
What's the other genders?
Whoa, hold on a minute, guys.
So the managers in English football, only 4.4% of them were black.
In terms of like legendary players or like Galacticos, I think he's overrated.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time you're listening, welcome to another episode of Podcast Pundits. I am your host today, Del Estrada, the man of many club faces. As usual, I'm going to let you know where you can find us. You can find us on all major platforms, Spotify, Apple, SoundCloud. And guys, I asked a question last week, or asked for a favour last week, but I don't think anyone actually done it. But can I kindly ask if you can leave a like and a comment on these platforms so we can obviously grow our platform. You can interact with us on social media, so that's TikTok, X, and Instagram. So, as usual, let me start from my left and introduce the rest of the panel. Strives.
Yo, man, what you saying, my guys and ladies? I need to stop doing that, man, because you know we attract both genders.
What about the other genders?
What the other genders?
Whoa, hold on a minute, guys. let's put a halt to that right there.
What about that?
Yeah. This guy was about to draw me out in the first 15 seconds.
What gender?
Yeah, man. So yeah, I support Arsenal. Lifelong Arsenal fan, and yeah, man. I also support Nigeria and sometimes England. International break, right?
Moving on to Jerry.
Yo, it's your boy Joey Nomadic, Liverpool #1 supporter, #2 supporter. Usually I'm a bit depressed when there's no Prem football and it's just international football, but I've changed my outlook on it, man. It's a time to work on yourself.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a time to work on yourself. So I did a bit of home improvement and did a couple long walks and spent some time with the family, man. So yeah.
It's necessary. Marley Mal.
Yo. How you doing, people? Marley Mal here. Fan of football today and probably proceeding into the future. Mm-hmm. United. I was actually away, Della, on the weekend. I was in Frankfurt.
Nice.
My boy's birthday, so we celebrated in Frankfurt.
Does your boy listen to this podcast by any chance? Should we shout him out, or there's no point wasting our...
Oh yeah, hold tight, Mexus.
Yeah, man, he listens still, man. He listens.
Yeah, hold tight you.
Normally on YouTube, I think.
Yeah. But yeah, it was an interesting weekend, obviously turning up on the weekend and United.
How was it though?
Huh?
I was
Oh yeah, no, it was live. You know how it, yeah. Shout out to the OSR man them as well. They're doing their thing, man.
Yeah,
global. So OSR, old school R&B bunch. They do a brunch. It's international now, to be fair. They got one in Dubai coming in about a week's time, I think. So yeah, check them out on Instagram.
Jeez.
Cool.
Yeah, man, decided to miss that one.
Yeah, as Jay was saying, international break. I find it very, very productive. I've told my babes. I keep on calling my babes. I told my babes. Yeah, you may need to download the football calendar.
Yeah.
So you can know when the international break is, because there's weekends when she's like, let's go and do brunch, and the first thing I do is check what games are being played on Saturday and what time. But when I deep it, it's quite childish that your babes is saying let's go and socialise together, and you're choosing to watch men run around kicking the ball.
No, it's not childish.
Why is that childish? That ain't childish.
Does she know
No,
that?
when you
You've known the game longer than you've known her.
Yeah, does she
but
know
when-
that you're her second love?
Because
I remind my girl every day,
Now
every
she
single
does.
day or hour of the day. You know he's number one, right?
Yeah, but it's an interesting one. But I do find it like I find more time to be a lot more productive because my day is not built around football and what time games are being shown.
You're not playing FIFA enough. That's your problem, bruv.
No, I need to jump on it, but I'm decent. I think I'm decent still. But yeah, international breaks as usual. Not much going on. I didn't really, not say I didn't want to be here, but I was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna come for the vibes. But then I realized I'm hosting, so I can't just chill. But yeah, let's start with the fact that with all these international games, the fact that players are complaining about the fixture congestion. What are you guys' thoughts about the number of games being played? And before you go into it, have any of you guys heard the back and forth between Van Dijk and the presenter? I'm not presenter.
Simon,
a journalist.
No, I saw Simon made a comment. Simon Jordan made a comment on it, saying, I think what did Virgil say? He wants less games, but he doesn't want to take less pay or something, right?
Yeah. So just before their France game, the journalist asked him a question about congestions, and he said, "Yeah, there's a lot of games being played, and as the players, they should be involving us a lot more." And then the journalist said, "Are you?" No, he goes, "Yeah, we're being paid well, but they shouldn't be at the detriment of our health." And then the journalist said, "Would you be happy to take a 10% pay cut and play less games?" And Virgil said, "Nah."
As you would.
He said, "Nah." So that's where it's coming from.
Would you? If
take a 10% pay cut,
if you feel it was detrimental to your health,
for me,
I would.
But one thing I didn't finish off actually, because what Virgil said is, I'm not talking about just my club games. I'm also talking about the international games, because why am I taking a 10% pay cut to still play these international games that's not paying me?
But you don't have to play for your national team, right?
Yeah. So that's what it comes down to.
It's an honour.
If you refuse, don't you get like a fine or something?
No.
You shouldn't.
No, you can just withdraw yourself from selection.
Well, say you're injured, like Saka, and then the rest of the Arsenal players.
No.
Sorry, that was uncool. I'm
uncalled for.
That was uncool. I'm sorry.
Saka's always available.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Sorry.
I think Onana is a better option. Remember, he withdrew, but he's back in, but he withdrew from
Cameroon.
No, he retired from international football.
Yeah, now he's back though.
Yeah, he's back. Yeah, he's back.
Why did he retire?
I think his son didn't want it to be passing out from the back.
Yeah, the coach was like, you're not paying like that, and he was like, yes, I am. So he got let go.
I think I remember this story.
He got let go. Crazy boy.
Yeah, if you found it detrimental, would you be willing to take 10% cut?
I would, but I get what Virgil was saying, is that there's no point me taking a 10% cut if I'm still going to be playing these international games that's not paying me. If it's club games, then yeah. And I think most players are okay with the club games. It's just the international games, right?
Yeah, because they're travelling. But I do think he's been a diva, really.
I think so as well.
Yeah, me as well. Because why are you going to moan and then say I'm not going to take a pay cut?
Yeah,
because then you're just a rebel without a cause, right?
Yeah, because they're literally giving you a way out.
Yeah.
Hypothetically,
yeah,
of course,
exactly.
a way out.
It's something to think about. If you said then maybe you expand the program out to everyone else and said, "Oh, how do you feel about this?" But
what's the life of a footballer? As in, what do they do like in the week?
Recovery. It's mostly
just recovery, gym, train,
necessary
football matches.
Yeah,
they put what's the max that they can play a season? 70, 80 games.
If you start with a week, some players are playing, and it's the elite ballers. They're playing at least three games a week. Champions League,
Liverpool
club
played 70 in that unprecedented, inverted commas, season.
70?
I think it was like 70 games, not including international. So it is crazy though.
And then you got your training, and you might even have your behind closed door games as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So you guys think it's too much?
No. Not as a consumer. No, I don't.
No. You have to look at it two sides: consumer and players. Like, let's look from a player's.
No, the reason why I don't think it's too much, because I think each player is able to say to their manager, "I can't do it, boss."
No, but they're not. Come on.
No, because I think let's have it right. Your manager might think you're soft, but
so do you think Salah can say to Klopp, "No, not today, big man"?
If Salah can say to Klopp, "I want to play against Lask, Lynn, whatever,"
that's the play. So if he said, "No, I don't want to play today,"
I think he can say, "I don't want to play today" as well.
And you think that'll go down well?
100%, because remember, we have to care about people's mental health.
Boy, I don't think it's that easy. I don't think it's that easy.
What I would say is I think there's far too many international games.
Yeah,
I think if we are going to cut down on the games, we can cut down on some of the international games, because literally whenever it comes on, like there's a running joke where people are just depressed. Like, why do we have so much international games? I just don't understand it. It's just weird.
Yeah.
What's that competition called?
Nations League.
Yeah.
So those are some games that we can, or they should be cutting down. And I think,
but if the international games was as entertaining as the World Cup was, would you still have the same?
No.
If it's tournaments, no.
Yeah, because it's one tournament football. Yeah, you get off it. But me personally, as a fan of football and watching it, I'm getting tired, man.
Of
I can't keep up. No, that's just too much football.
Okay.
Like I thought England were playing on Saturday, but they played on Friday, brother.
Who
follows them? Who keeps up? So that's what my thing is.
But if it was Arsenal, you'd know.
Yeah, exactly.
So
One,
I think it's
international one, you don't really care.
Yeah.
And and even sometimes with Arsenal, obviously you make time. But I think it is too much. And when you do club football, they'll increase the competition. Like Champions League, the format's going to change, so you have more games.
Yeah.
The World Cup going to have more teams. Nations League.
It's very greedy from these competitions.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. Like since I've kind of like fell back in love with football again, I've been enjoying the amount of football that's been on. But I just I've been busy recently.
You enjoy it from a different point of view.
Yeah.
From the financial point of view.
Oh no, and from not being a loser.
Why from a financial point of view? Oh no. What, you talk about the betting and stuff?
Yeah.
No, not even. What that just if there's nothing to watch on TV, because like you guys are like watch movies and series and all that stuff. I don't really watch all that stuff in it. So if there's just football on, I'm just watching that nowadays.
Same, to be fair.
Yeah.
But I think I watch too much football because when Chris is at home, she watches so many things on Netflix or just shows. I'm like, how do you keep up with all these shows? I'm like, surely we should have the same amount of downtime, because when you're watching these shows, what am I doing? Because I'm not working all the time. Then I realise I'm literally only watching football. And if I'm not watching football, I'm watching stuff on YouTube about football.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I need to take a detox.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
And to be fair, it's your hobby now as well, because you've got a podcast, so you have to actually watch.
I know.
That's much football.
And it could become a job as well.
Yeah, man. There's nothing wrong with it. Like, I feel the thing is, my girl's actually she's gotten used to it. Like, she kind of plans her day. Like, she plans her day around me watching football.
Yeah, standard.
Like, for instance, if Man United lose, which has been pretty regular, she doesn't even bother call me. That's love right there. Love you, girl.
Yeah, no. Yeah, Chris knows what time it is. But sometimes I do feel bad. I feel bad because I'm not spending time with her. I definitely want today. Yeah,
But she's got a choice she can make as well.
Exactly.
which is watching with me.
Learn how to watch.
Yeah, exactly. Learn to love football. Learn to love it with you.
But
We've done it for our girls as well. Like if we're watching some stuff.
Oh yeah,
like
I watched.
Don't pretend like you don't like them. Love at first sight, bruv.
No, bro. Like
No, you got no excuse to be watching it. I watch it because my girl's watching it on my.
What I will say about Strategy, he doesn't really watch shows like that, and he watches football. But when it comes to EastEnders, Love Island,
Locked in.
bro,
yeah,
on Twitter.
bro, to be fair, on EastEnders, I've fallen off completely. But Love
So
Island,
you should, bro, man. Like the show hasn't been popular for like 15 years, bro.
and Love Island, I fell off as well. But then the last one was peak, and then Married at First Sight. You guys
Australia.
You were talking about all this
Australia,
I
bro,
didn't know what you lot were talking about.
You'll be there soon, bro.
But then one group was talking about Married at First Sight, the UK version, and then I was entertaining company, and I was like, what to put on, and then I put that on, and I was like, oh, this is all right, And
what? No cheeks were slapped that night because you both got busy watching Married at First Sight.
Dirty boy.
I don't know what he's talking about.
You know what? You got too engrossed in the show, bro. You ever put on side, bro, and then like, hey, man, move, man, don't touch me.
Hey, this is good.
So I'm just sticking on the subject of these fixture congestions. What was your Liverpool's unprecedented season of number of games that you played? Was
I
it?
think it was like between 65 and 70.
Yeah. Martin O'Neill said today on TalkSport they played 63 games.
Who's
Nottingham Forest when they won the
Champions League?
No, not Champions League, but the mere fact that you're saying it's unprecedented, I mean, it's been done before.
No, that's not the amount of games. It's the amount of games has definitely not been done before because nobody's got into the finals of all four competitions.
Yeah. I don't know what competition they win, but I think this is when they're European champions.
Yeah. So
when you said unprecedented, did you mean the amount of games, or for the fact that you were in the running for every single?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
To the last minute.
Okay.
Or last second.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Cool.
I think we went in the World Club. I think World Club adds a number of games. What is it, 3 or 4 games, I think it is.
Because when I thought you said that, when Martin O'Neill said that, I thought about your season. And then Simon Jordan said United played 70 games last season. So, and this is
what United played that many games.
I don't know.
When we were talking about fixture congestions and we were struggling and absolutely we having too many games, there was a reason, bro. We weren't just talking, bro.
No, but there's no way Liverpool could have played that amount of games and United played more games than that in an unprecedented season. It's not possible mathematically. So it must include in pre-seasons and stuff.
Probably. I'm thinking how, but yeah, man.
Remember, he was in a lot of competitions as well.
I think you were using the same competitions as
he was in
the rest of the top 6.
Europa. Where did you get knocked out in Europa?
Semi-finals against Sevilla.
Was it semis?
Yeah. Yeah, so we got far in.
Yeah, there was quite a decent.
I might have been 75
FA Cup final.
Games, you know, Sam. Della, it might have been 75 games instead of 70. Yeah,
but anyway, let's move on away from these the fixture congestion. So this week marked the retirement of I'll say a Premier League legend, but you guys can either agree or disagree. The retirement of Eden Hazard. So, going to give you some numbers for his stats for Chelsea. 7 years at Chelsea, 623 games, 167
How many
goals,
games?
623.
For Chelsea?
Yeah. He was there for 7 years. 167 goals, 157 assists.
Wait, is that mathing, bro? Hold on, wait.
Why would it not be mathing?
7 years, 600.
Oh, no, 352, sorry.
Jesus
I was looking
Christ,
at his total.
I think this is Ryan Giggs, bro.
I was looking at his total thing for all these clubs. So he's 352 games, 110 goals, 92 assists for Chelsea.
Okay.
Then he went to Real Madrid for 80 million euros. For 4 years, he made 76 appearances, only lasted 90 minutes for 6 games, and he only scored 7 goals. So what do you guys think of his legacy?
That was an insane drop off, and it's almost like you can't really legislate for it. Like, how and why did he fall off so badly? Because he was pretty magical in the Prem. Like, I still remember what he did to Arsenal, and
I think you can understand why.
And Coquelin.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I mean, the rumors are, or what people say about him is that he's not really a good trainer, and I guess as you get older, it's more important for you to be training. Like, you need to be in good nick.
Don't you remember how fat he was when he went to Real Madrid?
Yeah, he was a big boy, man. He was a big boy.
Right. Okay. So it was more self-inflicted then.
I think so.
100%.
Because the talent didn't leave you. But normally your tech, everything is like that's the last thing that leaves you. Nah. He weren't looking good though.
Not everyone can be Lee Trundle, bro.
Yeah. And I guess there's obviously, remember he's at Real Madrid. If he's playing like in Power League, bruv, you're like, oh, this guy used to be pro. You can see it, but playing for Real Madrid, bruv, nah.
No. So yeah, man. It was quite damning and a shame for somebody who was so great in the Prem and obviously made so many magical moments like against all of our teams, kind of thing. So,
would you think he's top 10 in the Prem?
Before you that question, before you when you talked about Real Madrid, obviously he didn't perform to the level that he did at Chelsea. Obviously, his body just completely broke down, maybe. But one of the things that may have contributed to that is just the fact that he was constantly fouled throughout his time at the Prem. Mm-hmm. So by the time he got to Real Madrid, yes, his diet played a part into it as well. But maybe his diet and the fact of all these injuries played a part into him just saying, his body's just saying, you know what, big man, I can't do this.
Personally, I don't count Real Madrid as part of his legacy. Mm-hmm. Like, obviously, he went there and it didn't go well, but I think his legacy as a player was already cemented by the time he left Chelsea. He'd already done enough.
So
to say that.
What did he win with Chelsea? He won
League. He won everything.
Champions League,
Premier League,
Europa Cup.
Yeah. He won everything there.
Yeah, pretty much everything. Did they win World Club Cup as well?
Probably they won.
Yeah. So I think in terms of when you look at Hazard, you're not going to look at him from his Real Madrid perspective, historically anyway.
And he was one of 4 players that scored 15 plus goals and 15 assists in the Premier League era.
So what was your question then? Is he what?
A legend, Premier League legend.
No, that was your question. But I just wanted to just add that point about when we talked about his time at Real Madrid, just saying it wasn't just completely his diet, maybe the fact that he was constantly injured all the time.
Do you think he's a Premier League legend?
100. He has to be.
Is he in your top 10 Premier League players ever?
I haven't thought about it, but let me think of it now.
I wouldn't be mad if he was.
Top 10.
How do you guys like determine who your legends are? Like, would JJ Okocha be a Premier League legend to you?
Yes. Yeah.
He would be to me as well.
Wait.
But just because from like,
what do you mean?
Because he's insane in terms of his skills and stuff.
Impact?
Like.
No, I would say
I think he had a cultural impact, but I wouldn't say he's like.
What do you mean cultural impact for African players?
Cultural impact on the league. So like bringing skills, flair.
Oh yeah.
That not many other people are doing.
Yeah, exactly. That would be for that reason. Like,
but in terms of actually like winning,
no. Yeah, but that's why I asked how would you quantify your legends? Because for me,
I think we should have 2. Everyone should have 2 top 10s.
How I quantify it would be if a team has been in the Premier League and I who do I remember from that team? Obviously my legends is a bit slighted, but like I would say like Juninho for Middlesbrough.
Yeah.
He's a legend to me.
What about Ravanelli?
Yeah, so now yeah.
Yeah,
we need to define this.
Because it's bad. Like, they're Premier League
icons,
icons.
icons, not legends.
So to me, Juninho is not a legend.
He's an icon.
But 100%. And
So Koch is
when
an
you said
icon.
Ravanelli, straight away, like icon came into my head.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
think them two are the same, but Juninho is way higher than Ravanelli.
Yeah.
So go on, give me your. Is 10 too much?
Nah,
It is
nah,
what,
it's
top
yeah,
10?
you got to
Yeah.
prepare for that.
Yeah, you got to prepare for it. But let's say
Is he in mine? He's not in mine.
he's not. So you have your 10.
I'm not off, but I know I kind of know it. If I
Yeah.
had time, I'll have my 10. He's not.
Can
in
you do 5?
it. Yeah. Wait,
Okay, let's all do 5 legends.
Wayne Rooney, Ronaldo, Paul Scholes, Ryan Giggs,
Yeah.
Everyone in United.
Henry. No,
So
Henry.
that's 5.
Yeah.
So you can easily do 10,
Yeah,
but that's
easily.
5. Go on, Jerry. Your legends. Give 5.
Thierry Henry, Steven Gerrard, Patrick Vieira, Ronaldo. Did I say Ronaldo?
No.
Not yet.
Yeah, Ronaldo's in there. And sorry, this is without any thought process.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. Everyone's on the
Came from
spot.
my heart. Maybe.
Aguero, bruv.
Yeah,
It's
I was
a-
go-
don't tell him to-
No, I'm saying there's so many, bruv.
Yeah.
No, yeah, so mine was literally between Aguero and Suarez.
Yeah.
So
Suarez, yeah.
Yeah. Straight.
I'll say Suarez just because I know
No, Salah.
Salah's still playing, man. So like he's not legendary to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because still playing. So Thierry Henry, Bergkamp.
You're right.
Is it Bergkamp's Firmino? Yeah.
No, Hazard gets in above it, right, bruv.
But Ian Wright.
No, he's-
Ian,
yeah, he does.
Ian Wright's the reason I support Arsenal, by the way, you know.
Yeah.
I know, but he gets it. It's top 10. Like, is it top 5?
And Ian Wright was a legend at Crystal Palace and at Arsenal.
Hazard gets in ahead of.
And Duncan
you're right.
Hamlets.
You could. I'll give you another one, bruv. Just-
Hang on, but we debating about who
Sorry.
if Hazard-
I yield. Hold tight, Uncle Ian, bruv. I apologize. bruv.
Yeah, and then who else was there? I'd say Drogba. And I would Fowler.
I think you just thought that.
No. Bruv, you're trying to be obscure, bruv.
No.
just came to his head.
You're trying to be
He's a
obscure, bruv.
legend. He's a legend still, bro.
He's a legend,
Fowler's a legend.
but that's obscure, bruv.
No, but it's your legend, so yeah.
But why is
Hazard,
there,
bruv. Why not Hazard, bruv?
I don't know. I mean,
Because remember we're
are we
picking
saying-
people ahead of Hazard, bruv.
Are we saying? Oh, are we picking them ahead of Hazard?
Yeah. As in, why would Hazard not be in top 5 or
okay,
top
sorry.
10?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I never did that, but does Hazard fit in your top 5 based on those names that you mentioned?
No, because there's other
So that's
people
why
I
you
could
said.
put in that
That's why you said Hazard over Ian Wright.
Yeah.
I still would put Ian Wright over because Ian
Ian's
Wright,
a legend.
Yeah, Ian's
a legend and an
like,
icon.
And yeah, man, the way he's impacted the game. I think Ian Wright still makes it over him. I think Henry still makes it over him for me. Bergkamp, does he? I think I'm not sure if Bergkamp does for me, just because he wasn't traveling. But Bergkamp is like a G.
Cultural.
Yeah.
Have you done 5?
Yeah, I did my 5. I'm just trying to think of in terms of who was over Hazard. Fowler probably wasn't over.
Nah.
No, it wasn't over Hazard. If I was going to replace Fowler, I would probably replace him with Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah. I'll go Henry, Shearer,
Oh yeah, for real, shit.
Ronaldo. Oh.
Ronaldo.
Scholes.
No Rooney's on.
Oh yeah, Rooney. But don't be prompting me to.
I'm just saying, bruv.
It's on the spot. So yeah,
It's weird, yeah, because Rooney is actually a legend, but I don't know why he doesn't come to my mind immediately.
He's a bad man, bruv. He's a bad man.
Yeah, but he was sick. Like even the way he burst onto the scene, like he was being better than everyone at Everton and scoring that goal against Seaman, and yeah, just doing what he did for United and even for England as well. Like I remember him having that crazy run until like Ronaldo shagged him in the England versus Portugal game.
I can't believe no
I feel
one
like that
said,
changed the trajectory of his international career. Personally,
I can't believe no one said Tony Hibbert.
I think if he had time to think about it, everyone's.
It would change. I think everyone's would change.
But my point, Hazard ain't top 10.
He's a baller. I think he can squeeze into a top 10. I think he can. I wouldn't be mad at somebody for
100.
finding justification for him to be in the top 10 because, like, even some of the people I said, I don't think they're making everybody's top 10.
Okay, let's do this is very quickly. Let's do 2 legends from each top 6 clubs past.
Say the team.
2 legends. So Arsenal.
It's got to be Henry and
Ian.
No, Henry and Bergkamp.
Oh, Bergkamp's more of a legend than Henry. I mean, than Ian Wright.
Ian Wright.
No, it's got to be Wright Ian.
Yeah.
And
To me, I'm not Arsenal supporter.
Okay, yeah. So
yeah, Wright Ian Henry.
Wright and Henry. So United.
Ronaldo and I'll go Rooney.
What about Cantona?
Oh,
Yeah, I mean either one.
I think he's more iconic.
yeah.
Ronaldo is a staple, but then everyone else is interchangeable. I think.
Chelsea.
Hazard and Drogba.
Yeah, not Lampard.
Oh yeah, Lampard. What about Zola? Does Zola make it to anyone else?
Iconic as well, I think.
Yeah, this will be interesting.
Chelsea's Terry and
Hazard.
Cherry. No. I don't think it's Hazard. I think Drogba gets in.
I don't think it's Hazard as well.
I think it'll be Terry and Lampard. I think.
Yeah, or Lampard and Drogba.
Cool.
Yeah.
Liverpool.
Stevie G.
Gerrard and someone else.
Who's that? Someone else. This is your team.
Suarez.
No,
Suarez.
It's got to be Salah.
Suarez.
Salah.
It's got to be Salah.
Yeah, but he's still playing.
In the future.
Oh, are we talking about?
Yeah, in the
not
future it would be
playing.
Salah.
What about Mane? Because he's left the club.
No.
No, but we're talking about players that
They didn't rate him, bruv. This is why he left, bruv.
Yeah,
Them
but-
man weren't showing him love, bruv.
That's not why he left. Why he
Huh?
left.
What?
That's why he left. I think he wanted to be closer to Africa. No, but I think it'll be.
What about Carragher?
No.
Swear down, like what?
No, I like Jamie Carragher, and but at the time playing, he wouldn't even say that he was a legend or he's top 2. He wouldn't say it himself.
You see how Gerrard is a legend. He didn't win the Prem, did he?
No,
You don't have to win.
no,
He won the Champions League, though.
Yeah,
He won the Champions League,
He won the
of course,
Champions
yeah.
League. But Gerrard, and I'd probably say, Suarez, maybe one of the old boys, maybe Ian Rush or something.
So when the boys retire, your legends will probably be something like Henderson and Salah in it because they've got everything.
No, what do you mean legends from this crop?
Just like if we did this segment, like
No, that's gonna be
after they retired.
It's still gonna be Gerrard.
You think Gerrard would make it in over them?
Yeah.
Is it?
I think so.
He's like Captain Fantastic, man.
Okay.
So quickly, Spurs.
Gascoigne and
Klinsmann. No, Harry. We're talking about players. That's not a player.
Oh, okay, yeah. No,
is
not
it?
Klinsmann.
Not Klinsmann.
What's his
Gascoigne.
name? What's his name, man? French brother.
Musa.
And he was at Newcastle as well.
Oh.
Ginola.
Yeah,
Was it Ginola?
No.
Am I
Do you know
moving
what at
mad?
Newcastle?
But was he at Tottenham though?
Black guy?
No, a French guy.
Ginola's French.
Was he not at Tottenham?
Yeah.
Yeah,
From
yeah,
Newcastle
yeah.
to Tottenham.
I thought he was, but then when you said no, I got.
Sorry, when you said Ginola, I thought Zola in my head.
Oh, okay.
David
Gareth Bale?
Ginola. Huh?
Gareth Bell?
No, he's not a legend.
For Spurs?
No, he's not a legend.
Van der Vaart and Lily King.
Remember the way he left? The way he left.
That's what I'm going
Hold on, Gareth Bell might be a legend for
No,
Spurs.
the way he left, bro. You can't be a legend and leave like that.
But
Did he
Imagine if Gerrard went
did he win
to
the League
Chelsea.
Cup with them? Was he there when they won the League Cup? 'Cause I know they ain't really won nothing.
Imagine if Gerrard went Chelsea, bro. He wouldn't be in the running for things.
Yo, like, Gareth Bell went to Real,
But they didn't want him to go.
bro. Like,
When the player leaves and you don't want him to go, I think-
Ronaldo left when they didn't want him to go.
That's not true.
Yeah.
That's not true. We agreed to that. He wanted to go the season before, but then we agreed to go
I
the season
also
after.
think because Ronaldo broke every single record in that club, even whether he went to the moon
But
or
Gareth
he
Bell
died
went for
that
a
day.
transfer record.
who did Hoddle play for? Did he play for Tottenham?
Yeah,
as well?
so that's a legend.
So what? Hoddle and
What
Gascoigne.
about
then?
Chris Waddle? Was he at Spurs?
I don't know. Was he at Newcastle? I don't know actually. I really don't know.
Bro, when you watch videos of Chris Waddle, I did not know that English players can play like that
And Hoddle.
at the time.
Yeah,
Oh,
Hoddle.
right.
I thought everybody played like
Kick and run.
yeah.
Who else is? Who else have you mentioned?
That's the big six, right?
Arsenal. We ain't.
Oh, Man City. Yaya Toure and
they're not
Aguero.
They're the big six now. Then
They don't count, man. They're not old enough.
yeah, trust me.
Okay, so cool. Let's move on. Still sticking on legends. So Rooney left his managerial job in the US and he's now the new manager of Birmingham. So congrats, Wayne Rooney. But I think what we really want to talk about is the fact that ex-pros of a certain colour don't seem to be getting as much recognition as they probably should or want in in the league game. So, before I open it up to you guys, let's give you some stats. So, the number of managers. This survey was done in last year. So the managers in English football, only 4.4% of them were black.
How far down are we going talking?
It just said English football, so maybe I don't even know. And but then it doesn't correlate with the fact that the number of black players in the Premiership is 43%. And then in the Premier League history, this is to everyone, how many managers have been black and managing in the Prem?
Remember that waste man that was at Wolves?
What's his name again? Vic McCarthy's boy.
Yeah, he
I
just
can't remember his name.
2 games was out.
Does Chris Hooton or Houghton? Does he count?
Yeah.
Did Paul Ince do any time in the Prem?
Yeah.
Remember he had the written on a piece of paper. Shoot.
So I will say then.
3 then. I'm gonna say.
I was gonna say 5.
5. Joey?
3.
Miles?
6.
11.
11.
Yeah,
Who are
but there's some people of a certain colour that you might. Okay, so Ruud Gullit.
Oh yeah,
Are you crazy?
Chris Houghton.
Yeah.
Jean Tigana from Fulham.
Yeah, Fulham. Yeah.
Paul Ince.
Yeah.
Darren Moore briefly
Patrick
managed.
Vieira.
Vieira. Darren Moore briefly managed West Brom. I think caretaker.
Sacked him when he done a great job.
Trust me.
He seems to be getting a bad.
Your boy Terry Connor.
Terry Connor. Bro, I've never seen a black person called Terry or Connor.
Nuno Espirito Santo.
My boy from Africa.
Chris Ramsey for QPR.
Is he black?
They classify him. He's African.
Sao Tome and Principe.
Oh.
Yeah, Chris Ramsey who managed QPR.
Chris Ramsey.
Patrick Vieira, Vincent Kompany.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not really counting this one, but Hayden Mullins, who was there for Watford as a caretaker manager.
Oh my days.
But yeah, open up to anyone. Like,
how many of them have been relegated? 2.
So
because I think Terry Connor got sacked before they got relegated.
So Chris Houghton never been relegated. Paul Ince, I don't know if he got relegated with Blackburn. West Brom got relegated. Wolves got relegated. Watford got relegated.
Oh, I think QPR
got relegated.
Yeah.
But it's when they take over the caretaker
It's
job.
never been from their thing.
No.
Yeah.
But yeah, what's our thoughts? Do you think the black players are not putting themselves out there, or do you think they're just not getting any recognition?
I think this is a systematic oppression that is much bigger than just the Premier League. It's just kind of something that black people have experienced in most walks of life, and I think they carry it into their professions, irrespective of industry. So when you relate it into the Premier League, I think you've got that kind of like monkey on your back of I'm not going to be considered good enough, so maybe I'm not even going to put myself forward. I think that definitely plays a part. And then I also do feel like there is a racial bias that isn't necessarily like obvious or tangible. People don't may potentially realize that they're doing it, but yeah, I think it definitely plays a part. Like because it's going to take years and years and years of undoing to kind of just eradicate that unconscious bias that remains, because the proof's in the stats and the pudding. How can there only, you said 11 black managers, and how many, look at the high turnover of managers amongst 20 Premier League teams, and there's only 11 black managers. Are we talking just Prem, or are we?
No, this is from English football.
English football. And yeah, I think even if you go into, your League Ones, your League Twos, your Championships, you don't see many black managers. You're seeing black pundits turn up, coming on our screens, and they're even saying that they're not. I feel like they've come out and said that they're not being considered for the jobs. I think there was a time when I think Dwight York was saying that he's never been, like, he's wanted to. Was it Dwight York or was it Andy Cole?
Dwight, both of them have said actually.
Yeah. So, and these are guys that have played at top level, like been very successful, and they're seeing their counterparts of different races getting a way more fortune.
But do you think that they are? I'm not saying they need to be doing it, but do you think they're doing enough for themselves? Because it's not just going and just applying for one job and just expecting you to get because you're a high profile footballer. And I know that's what's happening on the white counterparts, but
yeah, black people always have to do more. And so for the fact, but do you
think they're not unwilling? They're unwilling to do it then? Yeah,
because the thing is, there's certain things there that you just can't fight. Like, you have to do more to be the same as an average person. So you have to be above and if you're not prepared to do that, then you haven't done enough. Is it fair? I'm not saying it's fair, but in answer to your question, you have to do more. Yes, you have to do more.
There's probably a two pools of options for, I guess, clubs that are looking for players. There's probably ex-pros. So ex-pros, be it a white ex-pros or black ex-pros, and then you've also got players or people, individuals that might have had a career in football but didn't make it. Also black and white. And I think if you're looking for if a club's looking for a player and they dip into the pool of people that know football but haven't been in the game as professionals, they're going to lean towards the white applicants as opposed to taking a chance on those black applicants. And in the pool of ex-pros, I don't think there's enough black ex-pros that are probably in the pool that want to be managers for whatever reason. I don't know. Is it a rewarding job anyway? Who wants to do that shit?
Yeah. Well, being a manager.
Yeah. That's why I'm asking the question. Do you think they really want? Because I struggle to understand how you've done so well as a footballer. You fought so hard to get to a certain place. And now as a manager, you just, and I know this is what's happening with your white counterpart, you just feel like, no, it should be given to me. If they really want it, I'm sure they will get it. And that's what I'm just trying to understand.
So I think I'm kind of close to where you guys are, but I think also I would actually need to see like the actual statistics on how many black managers there are. Yeah. Not actually working, but there are who've qualified. How many are applying for these roles and all that kind of stuff? Because let's have it right. I think there are some lower league clubs that have black managers as well. Yeah, League 2, League 1, etc., and conference. Obviously, I talk about Dulwich Hamlet. The only reason why I used to go to Dulwich Hamlet's games because Gavin was there. But also, yeah, I need to see the numbers on like what's being applied, because like if we're in a country where some of these players, like, first of all, the population of black people isn't what we think it is, because we're in London. We're very concentrated in London. A lot of the football clubs aren't in London.
But there's a lot of black football players. So therefore there'll be a lot of black ex-pros.
Because of the fact that there's a lot of talented black players who emigrated to this country at a certain point. When you're over 50, there's not that many. The black population isn't that old in the UK is my point. So you're going to see a lot of young black talent in here because we're still like Nigerians and Ivory Coast, a lot of people come in here to play. So the hope is that in the future there will be more black managers, especially as coaches relax. And the other thing is, who are the chairman of these clubs as well? Yeah, when they're bringing players into the system or managers into the system, they're thinking, I need somebody I can work with. If you own Gateshead at FC, you've never worked with a black person before, you don't really know what it's like. And then the black boys that come to your club, you have your impression that they're all flashy and all.
But that's like saying you only do business with white people then.
That happens a lot, bro. And not because of the fact that they only want to do business with white people, because sometimes they only come into interaction. A lot of black people aren't applying to jobs in Gateshead of C or some place, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think that's why I use the term racial bias as opposed to racism. Yeah. I think what it is there has been an onus and an emphasis, should I say, on training the higher uppers on diversity and inclusion, because they're just literally, like, as in what you were alluding to, Joey, people just aren't familiar with working with different cultures or what have you not. So literally there's been like a spotlight put on the executives, the higher executives, in terms of how to work with different cultures and make your company benefit, or your super corporation benefit from from different, working with people from different diversity and inclusion, because everybody brings something different.
Yeah, but like when I remember going to an interview, and then one of the recruitment agents was like, just say, like, obviously it's construction, you're gonna go out on site, and like some of these boys are,
see what you look like.
No, they're gonna see you, and obviously they're gonna think like basically these are boys, they're lads, they do their jokes and all that kind of stuff. And I'm thinking, obviously I've worked in construction for ages, I know what it's like, innit? But I don't mind if you, man, do your racist jokes, as long as when I do my racist jokes,
facts. My jokes are going to slap harder, B.
But the fact that she thought that's how I think that's how some of these people think. And like the people that own these construction companies, they're not that very dissimilar to people that own football clubs.
Yeah.
So like they think we're going to bring this person and we might have to change the whole club to accommodate this person. But more times these guys just want to use your club as a stepping stone and show that I can get the results and then move on to something more comfortable or something better. So and then the higher clubs are run like modern day corporations. Like if you go to Man City compared to Nottingham, what's that one? No, not Forest, Notts County. It's a completely different environment, bro. There's no HR at Notts County, bro.
So do you not feel like an Ian Wright, for instance, he could have gone to, is it League 2? He could have gone to a League 2 club and managed.
100%. He's got,
you know what I'm saying? That's something that they can.
Experience as well, and like he's good for it.
Yeah, and that's what I thought. And obviously, I don't have the numbers. I'm just going off face value and based on the fact that I've seen so many black footballers, and I'm thinking, surely, if 43% of you are playing in the Prem, at least if 20% of you wanted to go manage, 10% of you should be managing.
They should have been more. I would say they definitely should have been more based on who we've seen in the game, the kind of profile that consistently get jobs versus the people that are applying for those jobs. Like that Darren Moore, for instance, I think he should have been in the Prem for longer than he was, considering he done well. West Brom. Yeah, they done him wrong.
They got relegated, so I will give them that. So I think if they stayed up, he would have stayed in the Premier.
Sheffield Wednesday, I'm thinking of. That's when he managed them again.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And he got them to the Championship, but then they either left, he either quit, or they.
I think there was a falling out, something like that. But no, I think there should be more in the Prem, 100%.
Yeah, Jermaine Defoe said he's documenting his journey to becoming a manager.
I would like to see him
in the hope that he would obviously give people the opportunity to say, no, if you can see me do it, then I can do it too.
Yeah, I would like to see Jermaine Defoe doing well.
In response to your initial commentary about Wayne Rooney, my opinion is that he shouldn't be managing.
It's just the face. He's just being...
Why shouldn't he be managing?
Because we've seen him manage. We haven't seen any redeeming qualities to say that he should be there. Not to say that he shouldn't be there, but over all the other managers available, and especially when we're talking about black talent, I haven't seen anything why he should be in there.
Have you seen any black talent there? That's the thing. We'll just keep on referencing Paul Ince.
Darren Ambrose.
Darren Ambrose?
So what's his name again?
Darren Moore.
Darren Moore, that's it.
Darren Ambrose is white.
Hey, this is my full class of white, baby.
Before I move on, do you guys have anything else to add on that subject?
I do think I think the point you made, De La Strada, I think that is quite paramount as well. Like there must be a lack of desire in former black players wanting to get into management, because when I come to think about it, I can't remember there to be a massive push for management from certain black players. I can only think of like your Yorks, your Coles, like Ian Wright, for instance.
Sol Campbell.
I'm sure Rio had a big conversation about this, and then somebody asked him why he didn't want to go into.
Yeah, he said he's not on it.
Yeah, and I think
wants to spend time with his family, which is fine.
Yeah, and I think if you compare the coaching life to working in media, one's a lot easier, and one's a lot more family permitting as well.
Yeah.
And I think if you don't love being out there on the training ground and the camaraderie that you have with being with the players and all of that stuff, it might not be for you, man.
Yeah.
But
yes, that's why I said I'd like Jermaine Defoe to have a go of it. Obviously, because of his history in the Premier League, I would, if nepotism is a thing within the league, whereby you've got a lot of these ex-pros that are good in the league, they seem to be favoured to get the roles. Jermaine Defoe should fit the mold of that as well. If that doesn't happen, then I'm gonna go full steam ahead with my racism, boss.
Yeah, because Defoe did say he's gonna do he's gonna do things the right way.
Yeah,
gonna get his coaching badges, start from the ground up the same way he did with his football career. And if the doors are not open, then that's when he says there's an issue.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do?
That's what I'm saying. He should get a role. But then again, Sol Campbell should have, because he was making a play for management as well, and he seemed to be getting overlooked quite consistently as well.
What would be the time period though? Because like he could, like, we've seen Frank Lampard come into it and be shit. We've seen Gerrard come into it and be a bit stinky. These guys for me were put in prematurely. Let's say you do the rounds and you come back at 45. How old is?
Which is still young.
Or you come back probably, at 50, which is for me is still young as well. Because we've seen Roy Hodgson is what,
70,
90, bro, and he's still managing. So like you can come back and still have a good 20-year career after, as long as you're a good manager. So I think that has to also bear some kind of
Yeah, they need to put a time limit on what he has to put a time limit on what he's trying to get, and within a certain time frame. Speaking of legends, just going to quickly move on to a very, very big legend that goes by the name of David Beckham.
Underrated.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Joey doesn't believe so. Firstly, let me just ask the question: Has everyone been watching a documentary?
I've seen 2 episodes, and I've seen enough to talk about the guy.
Joey,
20 minutes.
20, okay.
I've seen 1 episode and 2 minutes of episode 2.
When you watch the episode so far, does it bring you that nostalgia of what football
100%.
it was? That was football.
100%.
Pure.
The World Cup '98,
It was pure.
the goal against Greece, the Champions League against Real Madrid.
It was poor,
What
but
episode
English
was that
media.
one?
The Real
Champions
Madrid
League
one.
against Real Madrid.
I'm not sure. I think that might be towards the end.
When they signed him.
I can't remember.
Which
But
one?
that's the only one I
we done a
watched.
dink.
No.
I think that was,
when Real Madrid signs him.
I think that was either the 3rd or 4th episode.
Yes, that's the only one I've seen.
Yeah. But
So, did you say you don't consider David Beckham to be a legend?
No, I'm not saying that overrated. He said underrated. I don't believe it was underrated.
so you think? So what do you think it was? What do you think of him?
I think he was rated adequately. I think.
No, he was rated for his celebrity more so than he was as a footballer. Yeah, as a footballer, he was underrated. As a celebrity, he was definitely rated accordingly.
I think because of his.
So, what was he underrated at football wise?
Yeah,
he was a great player, you know.
Very good.
He was a good player, bruv.
Yeah, but I don't feel like he was underrated.
Yeah.
No, he was, bruv. Because even when you consider like for instance, the Champions League final, bruv, both of those crosses, bruv. Mm-hmm. David Beckham, bruv. You don't talk about David Beckham putting in those 2 assists, bruv. Like you don't talk about stuff like that.
But
I've seen like Trent.
I don't think we do, bruv.
I've seen Trent do that in the Champions League final or in a big game. So I'm not to say that that should take away. Or
But Trent's rated. Is my point.
And I think David Beckham's rated. So I can't see what he's done or what he did.
And then he went to Real Madrid, one of the biggest clubs, if not the biggest club.
People probably saying he went to all these clubs because of his celebrity status.
Yeah. I think Florentino Perez will say that because he said we tripled that money, bro.
No, but definitely Beckham was sick. But a particular point of the documentary I want to shine light on was the World Cup '98 when he got sent off. Whether we agree or don't agree that he should have been sent off, he got sent off. And then at the press conference, the documentary just made it seem like Huddle
traitor.
Huddle
it wasn't even a press conference. It was straight after it was the interview.
I'm saying Huddle,
as the whistle was blown.
Huddle ran to the reporter. Huddle ran to the reporter. So that's something to say. That's something to get off my chest.
What we need to factor then is the emotions of where he was at that time
against Argentina.
He's not even come off the picture, and the report was asking him a question. So I can't remember verbatim what the question was. It said, "Do you think Beckham?" Did it say? Do
you think Beckham has ruined the World Cup for England and England's nation? Verbatim. No, I did it. He didn't. But it sounded like that to my ears when I heard it, bro. The question was just like, listen.
Yeah, and for me, Huddle's response wasn't that bad. It was a response based on emotion, and he wasn't accurate. He wasn't not accurate in what he was saying. It's like, as a player, you need to do better. You need to control your emotions better. But again, I feel like the way the documentary's been created, it's like they painted Huddle as this. It seemed like they were saying that Huddle was the cause of what happened afterwards with how Beckham was treated. The newspapers with Beckham.
How could he not be?
Yeah, he definitely contributed.
How could he not be? Okay, look. So,
but the fans were probably angry from the get go. It wasn't Huddle.
So obviously the fans adored David Beckham, and obviously having David Beckham off, like one of your best players and one of your go-to staple players, obviously made the fans irate, makes them nervous, anxious, or what have you not. But you get all the way through to penalties. I can't remember who missed the penalty.
Was it Southgate or David Batty? Southgate, yeah.
No, Southgate was Euros.
No, that was Euros.
So David Batty was definitely David Batty then.
Yeah, so you missed the penalty. You're looking for someone to blame. You're just annoyed. You're pissed off. And then the reporter goes into Huddle's face, Glenn's face, and says, "Do you like
basically, he said, "Do you think the red card changed the game for England?" He was like,
something like that. Yeah,
of course
exactly.
Of course it did.
Okay,
But the answer is yes, bro.
exactly.
Of course it did. But how did it, bruv? Because it went to penalties, bruv. So no, it didn't.
Jeezy,
come on.
do you remember the game?
I remember the game. It went to penalties and lost some penalties, bruv. So how can you say the red card?
From what I can recall, England were on top of that game.
It's hypothetical, bruv.
No, they weren't.
We're speculating, bruv.
Mathematically, if you lose a player, you have less chance.
Exactly.
Of
So he didn't say anything wrong.
So
Based on my bets, no, that's not true.
No, but I swear he said something like the reporter said something along the lines of, "How do you think the red card affect? Do you think the red card impacted your chances, something like that?" And he goes, "Yeah, certainly, 100%." Like,
What did he said? No,
but
said no, 100% no.
No, but that's not the problem. That's not the problem that he said that. He goes, "Yeah, certainly 100%." But he goes, he goes without saying, but yeah, the player, he just started going in on David Beckham.
Yeah, he got sent off.
He was like, "Yeah,
come on, man, you lot are being harsh.
No, he went
doing too much, bruv.
He went in on David.
You lot are doing too much.
No, he went in on David Beckham. Like he was like basically saying it was David Beckham's fault. We've lost the game.
Wait, did he say that?
He more or less said it was David Beckham's fault. We lost the game. He says 100%. It's his fault. He said, I'm sure.
Say that.
He didn't say that, but it sounded like that.
I'm pretty certain he said it's his fault.
100% the red card affected the game. You are inadvertently saying it's David Beckham's fault.
Yeah, but that's the
he shouldn't
truth.
have got sent off.
It does affect.
But then you know, because it could not necessarily, because even if you remember the context of that red card, and it could have been a nuanced comment. It could have been like Simeone was play acting. Tactics, the referee was a dickhead, but he said, "No, it was David Beckham's fault."
No, I agree with what you're saying, but at the same time, he's saying the red card did change the game.
Yeah.
I need to get. I feel like someone must have made a transcript of it. I'm pretty certain. Did man
trying to
said,
find the quotes now?
Oh, please. I'm pretty certain he said it was his fault, bro. And then the whole nation, like straight after he said that,
they didn't need Glenn Hoddle to say what he said. They were going to get him anyway.
No, but they got him extra hard, bro.
Let me say something extra hard, Della, because the other day Liverpool Jota got sent off.
Yeah,
we was holding that draw last second. Matip scores an own goal. Bro, if you saw the Liverpool group, the way everybody was just destroying Jota, bro. This guy is useless for the club. He never does anything for the club. I don't even at my club. He's shit. He's bro. Like,
what
you
did Klopp say?
I don't know what Klopp
exactly.
said,
He didn't.
But you don't need anything from a manager to make fans say dumb shit. Or
they were going to do it anyway,
or buy newspapers that are printing dumb shit. It's gonna happen, bro. Like there's a bloodthirst when you lose, bro.
But you know what? I swear to you, today is the first time I know that Liverpool fans had animosity towards Jota. Don't get me wrong.
Because of what I just said.
Yeah, because what you just said. Like, as in, I remember thinking, brother, that was dumb. Like, but I didn't know that you guys had that much.
I didn't know either, bro. I was the one to say, "Are you not alright, bro?" Obviously, he's dumb. But this is one of our best attacking players, isn't it?
So, but now imagine Klopp add some Maggie to it, really seasons up that comment, and he just says at the end of the day, the referee was VAR dickheads, blah blah blah. But at the end of the day, we were still going to win that game if Jota had kept his head and didn't just basically blame Jota, bro. Like, you're basically putting your whole fan base to say, it's just
a whole nation, bro.
Nah,
you're sticking a whole nation on it.
No,
because they use they use an example of Sir Alex Ferguson and how Sir Alex Ferguson dealt with it, bruv. That's how you would expect your manager.
Ferguson didn't do it after a Champions League final or whatever. He did it after it happened. That's
not his style. He doesn't like if a reporter is bringing up a player, we're saying you don't focus on a player, bruv. Like, and if you are going to do that, you do that in private, bruv.
No, I agree with you. I feel like the way it has been edited, they've made Hoddle looks like the one that, because of Hoddle, this is what happened to David Beckham. Hoddle played a part. It wasn't solely because of Hoddle's and what Hoddle said. What Hoddle said is like, but it's a World Cup, was it quarterfinal, wherever it was. We've just been knocked out, and the report's coming to me on the pitch.
It doesn't help.
Not even the press
doesn't help, bruv.
It doesn't help that he had something against David Beckham as well. He kept on dropping him from the squad. Like, why was he dropping him from the squad? He was your best player, or one of your best players.
Bro, do you remember 1998?
Man was talking about his flash. Man was talking about his flashy and that as well. But
Ferguson said the same thing. But Ferguson still played him.
Yeah, because Ferguson got sense.
Just quick one. Do you not remember why Hoddle was sacked?
Something to do with something to do with faith.
He's a wild boy. He said that obviously what Buddhist people believe in reincarnation, and he basically was saying, like, if you're disabled, you might deserve it.
Oh wow!
Because like,
say something in their past life.
And I think they asked him a question, and he said, "Yeah, like, obviously that's man's Buddhist, isn't it?"
All right.
So I don't think he's not akin to not having good media training and not knowing what not to say at the wrong time.
Okay.
I'm playing devil's advocate here. I personally don't think he's to blame, but yeah. He's a wild boy.
Definitely moving away, like let's just speak very, very briefly on Beckham and what we think of him as a player. We're just discussing it.
Yeah. He's a legend. He's a legend in the game.
I think he's a legend in the game because he had some iconic moments, but in terms of like legendary players or like Galacticos, I don't think I think he's overrated.
But based on how the story went in the Galactica era when they won the league, it seemed like David Beckham played a very pivotal role.
100%. But I think most people will still agree that he's not better than Figo.
No, he didn't play in Figo's position though. He's just part of the team.
No, remember when he came on right mid at the beginning and everyone's thinking, right, this brother's not here to replace me.
No, right mid, did he come?
He came, I think when he started, he played right back or something, and then he was he had a stinker in his first game in it. That's what I saw in the documentary because I wasn't watching the league at them times probably. But I think in terms of when I look at the players that Real Madrid had, his delivery and his intelligence was top tier. But he was nowhere. He didn't touch any of those Galacticos in the team.
No, of course. But he sometimes like a Jordan Henderson.
No, I'm talking about complete football wise. He doesn't touch Ronaldo. Doesn't touch Zidane. Doesn't touch.
He brings something different.
100%. But I'm talking about if we're looking at top players that bring a holistic game to the table, that's not David Beckham.
Bro, he can pass. He can shoot. He can cross.
Exactly, those are the three things he can do.
Yeah, but
that's what everybody. I'm not being rude here, but I can find loads of players.
So why? You don't think he? So why is Trent such a wonder kid?
Because he's that at a young age.
So if he remains the same like this now forever, he's not.
I expect.
He's nothing. There's nothing special.
I expect growth.
What sense?
For me, David Beckham stayed the same. Pretty much.
No, but when you say growth, how can Trent grow? What, he just delivers better crosses from further afield? That's what I'm trying to say. Like if your speciality is your speciality.
Because I remember I said to you the other day, like I think Saka's operating at such a high level. I don't know how Saka improves his game because he's already operating at a high level. I do agree with that, but what I'm just saying, if you the thing is that Trent has come out of that position and plays kind of centrally, so we can see more of his game.
Did that as well.
And I wasn't amazed by Beckham when he played in the centre.
Right.
I don't know about you guys, but maybe I don't know enough about him.
He can come back now and play as a six.
I even saw him play LA Galaxy, bro. I feel when you see I don't know if you man have ever been to a semi-pro game and you see a Prem player playing there and you're just thinking, what happened to you, man?
Oh, yeah.
When I watched him play at LA Galaxy, I was like, oh, bro, what are you doing here? Not to know that this guy's making 100 billion from this whole deal.
Yeah.
But you know when he played at LA Galaxy, he was literally playing with part-timers.
Crazy, bro. And
those pictures are wild as well.
Part-timers and Robbie Keane, bro.
Mad. But do we think Beckham, if he was to come out in today's game, he can't do it?
No.
What?
He can do stuff. He can do stuff, but I don't think he'll be as rated as he'll
be
now.
A 6.
Because
but you rate Ward-Prowse, bruv. How can you not rate Beckham
and Henderson?
No, hang on. What I'm saying is that because he birthed so many sons, he created like a type of player, in my opinion. Yeah. And I think because there's loads of those people in the game now, I don't think he'll be that much more exceptional.
But is he not the all the things that he's birthed? Is he still not the best?
Yeah, he's the pinnacle.
Of all the things of all the kids that he's birthed, is he still not the best? So therefore, can't he come back?
Because he's the master. So I think he'll be there. But the same way you guys
and imagine, brother, you're not flying into tackles anymore as well. You've got time on the ball.
Hang on, the same way. He wasn't that good dribbling wise.
Now he doesn't need to be.
Yeah, okay.
No, you still need to be. You still need to be, bro.
You got more time.
Henderson dribble?
Yeah, teams are protected. Players are protected now.
What does Henderson do?
I don't know. You tell me.
No, but remember, Beckham was playing out wide. You need to.
He can't come out now and play. He won't play and as a.
So that's how I'm thinking of Beckham when he was at Man United in the thingy. So I'm saying if he plays there, I don't think he'll be much more exceptional than Trent or anything else.
Nah,
because you're kind of limited where he was playing.
We have to play in midfield.
Yeah, maybe I haven't seen him play in midfield, innit?
David Beckham, Trent, KDB, same thing.
Now KDB, I think KDB is different.
From which part?
I think it's very different. KDB is a lot more mobile than David Beckham.
KDB's got he's got subs.
Said what I said, guys.
Okay.
David Beckham wasn't mobile at all, you know.
What do you mean not mobile?
Bruv, he was one of the fittest players in the team, bruv.
What do you mean by mobile?
Mobile, I mean like agility.
Yes.
Oh, well, Jesus Christ. See what I'm saying? People forget about legends, you know.
What do you mean agility?
What does agility mean to you?
Like fluid?
No, agility Agility is like your
he's edge, bro. He can
ability to your
he can turn
left to right movement.
Becks can do that.
I think this is why people left foot, right foot. This is one of the reasons why he's underrated as well, in my view, because people don't understand that Beckham got about. Pause.
No, I think he had stamina to do up and down and all of that stuff. I don't think he was skillful compared to the most skillful players.
He's probably drop a shoulder and knock it. He's not a dribbler. Yeah, he can run with the ball, drop a shoulder, keep it moving.
He didn't have no acceleration.
Yes, he did.
I don't think he had.
He can knock it and run.
No, that's
like what you say.
Acceleration
dribbling with the ball.
You know, like how, for example, Ibrahimovic isn't fast, but when it's between you and a man to get to the ball, he's getting to that ball first.
Becks can do that.
I don't think he had that in his.
I don't think he was Becks.
I think you guys are watching, remembering Becks with rose-tinted glasses.
No. I remember Becks. Becks was, yeah. But
he's a set-piece master, and that's all that mattered at the end of the day.
Yeah. I think that was his major skill, obviously, being able to bend them
like Beckham.
free kicks.
On the subject of United, let's quickly talk about your takeover.
Do we got it?
I thought it was done, but I'm so confused what's happening at your club right now.
It's boy, for you lot of United fans at the minute, it feels like it's a lot of turmoil. Things are happening, moves are being made, but it seems like it's not for the benefit of the club. This Ratcliffe guy is got a bid. What was it? 1.25 billion for 25%. That we assume most of that money is going to go to the Glaziers, so the club isn't going to see it. The Ratcliffe guy has been brought in allegedly to do sporting decisions and handle the footballing side of things. But
how can he do that with only 25% stake?
I think they'll probably give him the permission,
and he wouldn't have to run things by the Glazers. He just.
But this is a question. Like, are the Glazers still? Do they have veto? It's just all a mess, man.
They're 100% owners, right?
Glazers.
Yeah.
So, well, they'll be 75% owners, but
so they still have veto,
control and vote. Yeah,
but I don't really understand.
I think it's just going to complicate the process even more because
it's ridiculous.
No, I think he's only buying 25% as a way to shoehorn himself to eventually buy the whole club.
But how?
Because I think that's happened with quite a few clubs.
But he's nowhere. Normally, I think isn't it like 49-50? I mean, 49-51%.
No, didn't Stan Kroenke do that?
He slowly bought people out. But the difference thing with Stan Kroenke is I think there was different shareholders at Arsenal. This is the family. So if one family, you're not gonna.
But I think it's different family members own different portions. Yeah. So I think essentially he's probably bought somebody who wanted out, one of the Glazers that wanted out, and then he'll probably work on another guy and get increase his percentage. But what I will say is that it doesn't make sense in terms of bringing somebody in to make sporting decisions.
Just bring a sporting director.
One and two. What does he have over a sporting director to say that he's qualified to come?
I think if anything, he'll probably bring in a sporting director.
Yeah,
he owns
Nice.
Nice. What's Nice saying?
I couldn't tell you. I think for a while they were doing okay,
for a little bit, and then they started stinking it up in my
opinion, basically
Aaron Ramsey, Ross Barkley. Yeah,
you just have to weigh up with what was the options. The Qatari contingent were basically offering 5 billion plus to buy the club out 100%, clear all the debts. They had 1.75 billion prepared for a new stadium, investment of players, new training ground. It's just a no-brainer. Basically, if the Glazers actually had a real desire to ensure that the club was set up positively in the future, they would have gone to Qataris. But
I think they did, but
they want their money.
They're capitalists, man.
Who here has seen Succession?
Same thing.
No.
We know that the game changes in the last minute. Like one of the sons was probably like, "I'm not fucking leaving."
Yeah, but bro,
I'm not fucking leaving.
It's a mess, man. It's a mess, and it's like for United fans, like the mood isn't positive at all. As I said, I was in Frankfurt minding my business, bruv. It's international week. You don't expect to hear anything about Man United, and they somehow managed to ruin my weekend, bruv.
so you guys, but why does it? Okay, this might be a silly question, but why does it ruin your weekend? Is it because you want to see them?
They want to get that money, baby.
Yeah, but what's the money going to do for you as a fan?
They don't want the money. They want the
Glazers out.
The Glazers out.
Want the Glazers, yeah.
So they can have serious people who want footballing success at the club. The Glazers want financial success at the club.
The Qatari, like when you're
because transfer wise, you're not at a loss for money and players, right? So I'm just trying to think, as a fan, like, what do you think?
My thing is it's just more of the same. Like the Glazers are still there. They've obviously still got controlling stake. The Ratcliffe guys, it seems to be working pretty well with the Glazers. Like they seem to be in cahoots somewhat. So for me, it's
Good can come from that.
nothing can good. But what is gonna change? The Qataris offered a whole new outlook on the club.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know, them man. If they're buying new toys, bruv, they want their toys to pop, bruv. There is a reason why they're buying new toys, bruv. So for the benefit of the club, seems like it makes the most sense for a fan, for me anyway.
Yeah, because I agree that you guys are kind of falling behind and you're not kind of keeping up with like some of the other clubs.
Yeah, bruv.
You know what I mean? Like City, Newcastle that have had new owners.
Even Arsenal, brother, are kicking on, brother. Like United, they're stuck in the mud, brother.
I think Arsenal and Liverpool. Yeah, I think Arsenal and Liverpool, we're just well run, and we got a decent amount of money, but we're not like rolling in it the way like these oil men are.
What I say about all of these owners that we've mentioned, they treat it's like having a good horse. That's how the Qatari man see it. They want to have a good horse as part of their stable, innit?
Do you think they're gonna go to another Prem club?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
I don't think so because I think they basically it's the Qatari investment fund. What they're doing is, for me, is some people call it sports washing, but they're trying to improve the image of their country. Man United has such a global appeal that being added to the Qatari portfolio just adds to the value of their country the way they see it.
But if they can't get United, I'm surely they want a stake in the Premiership.
We had a good conversation about this on the weekend as well. Sorry, finish.
Yeah, I think it has to be a team very close to Man United because I remember that there was a period where we were being linked to bids. Liverpool were being linked to bids as well, so it would have to be like a legacy team.
So you don't think they'll get to like a Tottenham?
Because
I don't think the fellowship of Tottenham is big enough for them.
But neither was Man City.
Man City was different. They the UAE they don't need to clean the look of their country because UAE's always been quite accepting, whereas Qatari, they have their, like, remember the World Cup, people were they're a bit.
That was Saudi.
No, Qatar.
I get confused.
The World Cup was Saudi, no?
No, the World Cup was in Qatar.
I'm even mad.
Yeah, bro, man.
Qatar, yeah, it was Qatar.
Yeah, the World Cup was in Qatar, but they had that image, so they need to clean up their image. United Arab Emirates, they don't need to clean up their image because they've always been welcoming to British expats and all that kind of stuff.
Sorry, to my question as well. Sorry, we had a brief discussion on the weekend about this. Arsenal Football Club. Do you think if the Sheikh, how's his name? Bin Yassin? I might have made it up.
Which one? The Saudi one?
The Qatari, the one that put the bid in for United. If he offered the same amount for Arsenal, do you think it would have got accepted?
I don't think so.
No.
The only reason I think
so
is because, I heard something on, I think it was on TalkSport. I think the Glazers, there's a World Cup in the USA in a couple of years, right?
Yeah.
I think their plan is to hold on for that until that period, then sell.
It's the whole of North America.
Yeah. So I think that's what I think. If it came to Arsenal, he'll do that. He'll do the same thing because he'll get more after the World Cup.
Okay, but so what value? Because they say obviously is everything available for sale? I guess is the question. And if so, what would be the value of Arsenal right now? What would be impossible to refuse?
I don't know.
No,
yeah, it's true. I have no idea because the thing is with the Cronkies, they're not at a loss for money. You know what I mean? Like they own quite a few sport franchises and are quite successful with them. And obviously with Arsenal being on the ascendancy now, I just feel like it'd be like, why should we sell right now when our investment is kind of maturing and maturing in the way that we want it to? So I just can't really see the benefit in them doing so. It's run well. They don't need the money unless if I think everyone and everything's got a price. But what is that price?
The figure would be exponentially increased for Arsenal at this current time. I think Man United is an attractive offer because there's turmoil.
Exactly. So, and they can see where they can obviously add value.
Exactly.
You can add value. You can obviously add value to Arsenal, and you can add value to any other club. But I just feel like it's just less value that you're going to be adding. Therefore, you're probably going to have to spend a lot more because you're buying something a little bit more ready-made in terms of structure and whatnot. And then you can maybe improve the football, or bring in the different players.
Yeah, Man United looks like an easy win.
So you think the market value of Arsenal currently is more than the market value of Man United? Because the market value of Man United is allegedly 6 billion. That's what the Glazers sell.
Do you remember that
but they also don't need to sell.
Do you remember that conversation we had a long time ago? I think it was me and Strives versus you.
Go on.
It was about Arsenal being in a better position. This was like 5 years ago.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. The chickens are coming to roost. The chickens are coming to roost.
So Arsenal have a higher market value currently. Sorry. Buy-in value.
Buy-in value, not a market value.
Okay.
So I think on the market, Man United, because of their
you're
intangible assets.
You're a global powerhouse.
Yeah, intangible assets. Like you've got so much goodwill attached to your club. But I think the work that has to be done at United is a lot more than Arsenal.
Okay. That's interesting.
Your share price went down there today.
Yeah, it's plummeting, bruv. And thankfully, bruv, hopefully.
Okay.
Listen, let me not bother, bruv. But Arsenal, Man United are in the mud right now.
Once it plummets, it might be a good time to get into it.
I'm hopeful. Very, very wishful thinking. It's probably not going to happen. That Qatar come back in the race, but I can't see it happening. Ratcliffe looks like he's the future of Man United, and yeah, as I said, this is the reason why my weekend has been
How
on
do
the
you
dumps.
feel with like Nigeria as a country said they wanted to buy your team?
Oof.
Okay. You see that racial bias?
No, I think as we say Nigeria, as in what the state of Nigeria.
That was the sound of racial bias.
I ain't gonna lie to that. Nigeria can't even look after themselves, bro.
Oh my god.
Yeah, let's bring this to an end, guys. Normally, listeners, we have our back pages segment where we obviously shine light on clubs, teams, managers that have done well this season, but no one watched the international games, so we're not going to talk about that. But we are going to talk, bring up our other segment, which is the watch list, and this is where we just want to highlight or bring some players or managers or clubs again to the table that we feel they've been underperforming, and we just need to watch them closely, a bit more closer. So right now on our watch list, we have Havertz, Mudryk, and Ten Hag. Before I ask if anyone has anyone needs to add, Strives, you put Havertz. Do you want to take him off?
So Havertz, in his last game, he got an assist for Manchester City. I mean against Manchester City, should I say?
He's got a goal and assist in 2 games.
Yeah, so literally his goal contributions. Yeah, like he's a 2-2 at the moment.
Wait, when you shoot and it hits somebody and it goes to, that's an assist.
Is that what?
Nah, it technically because it'll be a Martinelli assist if you're talking about fantasy.
Hold on, wait.
Because Martinelli, the goal wasn't given to Martinelli.
It was
an own goal.
No, man, I can't remember it being corrected.
I'm sure it's on target.
Yeah,
when it's on target and it hits somebody.
Yeah, but I thought they gave it as an own goal.
No, it's still a Martinelli goal.
Yeah, so it's an assist to Havertz then.
Yeah, so Havertz got the
You get it how you get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, because of that. Because I was saying that after he got the penalty, I was saying that, man, maybe we need to review his position on the watch list. But then you guys thought that I was just trying to do charity work because I put him on there. But now I think he might have a bit of a case to be coming off of there just a little bit.
I didn't think he should be on it anyway. But are you saying, so you're the one that put him there? Are you trying to get him out?
Yeah, I'm saying that. Look, I think he can potentially be taken off.
Not potentially. Do you want him off your list or not?
Do I want him off the list?
This case needs to be thrown
wait.
out of the courtroom.
Wait. I need to think about this. Yeah, man. I think he can come off now.
Okay.
He's got 2 goals. He's got 2 goal contributions in the last 2, and he runs a lot. You know, he wins his aerial duels, his ground duels.
Sounds like Henderson.
And he's added some goal contributions against. Listen, let me tell you something. We hadn't beaten Manchester City until Kai Havertz came into the team.
Respect.
So,
Strives wants him off.
I think that last statement
No.
I think that last statement there is enough to get.
No, he's not off, bruv.
What? Why?
We need to see more sample material, bruv.
Can we have a better argument as to why he has to thingy.
He needs to be working. He needs to be cooking for longer than this, bruv. Like we haven't seen him cook yet, bruv.
What do you mean?
We haven't seen him cook, bruv.
But Ray was sending balls into him, and he was holding the ball up. He was a good target. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it, bruv. Like,
yeah, no,
my man was moving like a good target, man. And then he got the assist.
But
yeah, no, not gone.
But you put him on the list. You want him off the list now, but it was your fault for bringing him to the list in the first place. So if now Marley Marl just says no, then that's one person saying no. Jerry, what are you saying?
Hang on, you was emotional one week, you put him on, and you think now that you're not emotional, you can take him off. That's not how it works, bro.
No, I wasn't emotional.
Everyone has to agree, bro.
He deserves to be on
the majority.
Bro, he hasn't done enough, in my opinion.
What? No, you're just saying this.
No. Honestly, I don't know what his role is. I think he got a charity goal. I think that. I think the assist was decent. I think the assist was decent.
Yeah,
so.
and he played all right in that game as well.
I don't recall him in that game. I'll be honest, I don't recall him, so I can't really speak on that. But I think I need to see more goals. More.
And Martinelli came on.
I need to see more consistent play from him. So, yeah.
So he stays.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on. So what about you? What are you saying?
Boy, I never wanted him on the list in the first place. But you put him on there.
So it's 2-2.
No, it's not 2-2. I just feel the mere fact that he's there, you can't. I don't think he's done enough now to come off it. Based on the fact,
what is it, bro? You're moving. What's the word? Fickle. So you're moving fickle,
habit
bro.
stays.
Real talk, bro. Don't worry. You'll hate him again soon.
Who put Modric? Who put Modric?
I mean, we all did, but Dre wanted to put. Who did he want to put on again?
Conor Gallagher.
He said he's Western Modric.
So let's leave Modric. So ETH.
Yeah, he's got to stay, man.
Yeah, he's got to stay.
Cool.
You mentioned something before we started recording that I think we all missed.
Which was?
You said that Onana should have been on that list. He should have been on that list.
Okay.
Strives, you said that, yeah.
Okay, Strives, do you want Onana back on? You want to put him on the list?
Yeah, man.
And why?
Onana needs to be on that list because ever since he's joined the Premier League, he's actually given enough contribution to make a foul comp already, and I think he's only played 8 games. It's actually insane.
Crazy, though.
The way he dives is weird.
Very AFCON.
Hey, by the way, you see when I was running late last week.
Don't point at me, bro. Don't point at me, bro.
Y'all were trifling, bro.
Listen, AFCON have a few staple pieces, bro. They're diving and their shots, bro.
No, but they dive athletically. He doesn't move athletically, bro. He moves like a ton of potatoes.
The Nigerian lady goalkeeper was an absolute boss.
Unit.
Because she's composed, a woman.
But you say she can multitask.
That's what I'm saying, bruv.
Yeah, no, but yeah, his mistakes that he's made that has put Manchester United in situations that they just didn't need to be in, and without his mistakes, Manchester United's fortune might be a little bit different. So I think he has to be on that. He's got to be watched, man.
Yeah.
Everyone agrees?
I'm not mad at it.
No, yeah.
Cool. So Onana's on the list. Jerry, you got anyone to put on the list?
Maybe someone else from Man United.
Who? Bloody hell.
Yeah, I'm joking. No, I'm good, man.
Rashford?
No. But Rashford sucks, man.
Is Rashford on it or not?
No, he's not on it.
Rashford's got on it as well.
Oh, okay.
So you want to put? Now go and finish what you're saying first, Jerry.
No, I was just going to say I didn't have anything for the back pages.
No. There's no back pages, sir.
The Watchlist.
No, nothing. No,
yeah, Rashford's got on it. On the off chance that he watches this and it might improve his game, bruv. Yeah, let's put him on, bruv.
No, but what's your reason for putting Rashford on?
Yeah, he's playing dead, bruv. What do you want? What more do you want from me, bruv?
He's been playing dead for 8 games?
Huh? He's been playing dead for enough games, bruv. His decision making needs to improve.
Immature.
It seems very immature. I feel like he's got and Rashford's my boy. Obviously, everyone knows Rashford's my boy. But I think recently, he is.
His stats mirror Kai Havertz as well at this point in the season.
I think personally, he's accepted that he is the talisman in the club right now, and that as a result, his decision making in the final third is very, very arrogant. And he's not looking for his players. Hopefully that changes because Højlund looks like he's got the juice. So yeah, hopefully he's not on it for too long.
In order for him to come off the list, what does he have to do? What does he have to do?
Get 2 assists in his next 5 games. You come off for me.
No, all he's going to do is a purple patch and then he'll come off when he gets purple. Because he does a purple patch every season.
Everyone keeps talking about purple patch, bruv.
Yeah.
It's thing, isn't it, man? It's not consistent for the whole season, but maybe stat pad for 2 weeks.
Yeah, and there's been some accusations that when Rashford's playing, he's bringing down the overall quality and the overall.
Shout out the guy that's making that, because he's put in a lot of work.
Yeah,
on
I can't
Twitter.
remember his name, Martian or Martian or something.
You posted his stuff, and I'm really impressed by the way he arranges his content.
Yeah,
AI, bruv. It's AI.
There's the Man United supporter that's anti-Rashford and Bruno.
I came across it one time, and now he won't come off my timeline.
No, nice. That's nice.
And there's another guy as well. Like, who does it for Arsenal. This one, he's so jarring, bruv. I can't even remember. One guy.
Lee Gunner.
No, not even Lee Gunner. Some dude. I think he's a Nigerian. Yeah, I think because like when you're looking at the way that this person composes and puts his stuff together, I'm pretty certain he's an African or Nigerian.
Who's his agenda against?
At the moment, he's got this thing called Odegaardism. So yeah, where he's
This guy's from Igbo. He's from Anambra State, right?
Yeah. So at the moment, he's an interesting character. He thinks he is the second coming of Pep. He says that if he sees it, then it's correct. Like, you need to see the way this guy tweets. But yeah, his agenda at the moment is he's saying Odegaard he's good, but we've got better players that can do his role in a team, like Fabio Vieira. Can't remember who else he's putting in.
That's
there.
a clickbait thing, man.
No, he means it. You know,
he can't mean it. How can Fabio Vieira be better than Odegaard? And he can't.
He's probably like thinking about this guy's potential, and maybe he's just not settled in Arsenal. Maybe he thinks he's seen something in Fabio Vieira that nobody else has seen.
Yeah, and I think he's even tried to suggest that maybe, did he say he should move over to the left? I can't remember. This guy's, when I come across his stuff again, because he will certainly show up on my timeline again, I'll post it in one of our groups.
Please do. I want to see what he's got to say. Right, listeners, come to the end. Again, thank you for listening. We'll be back here next week.
Is Rashford on it then?
Yeah. Rashford. Okay, let me just quickly
Did we vote?
Yeah.
I just thought everyone said yes.
I think we all voted for him. Sorry.
Yeah, I think. Okay, did you say yes?
Yeah, I said yeah.
Oh, you said yeah. Okay, yeah. Kai said yeah as well.
So let me list off our current list of the watch list. So Eric Ten Hag, Mudryk, Havertz, Onana, and Rashford.
A lot of United players, boy. They'll be off it in the next 10 games, though. I think all the United players will come off it.
Yeah, Havertz, man.
Inshallah.
One more goal, I think you're off it, man.
Cool. Yeah, let's wrap it there, guys. Listeners, again, thank you for listening. If you can like, subscribe, and interact with us, will you? Be good. Over and out.